Hi, it's Stephen here from Son of a Nation Wave, and this is day one of the April daily draws. So let's see what message we get today. And I'll be taking the first card from the Good Fortune Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. And here we go. And we have the Four of Wands. We had this more than once last month. The importance of reaching such a growth state, working up and reaching a point where we can celebrate that we've completed the first stage or the preparation, but recognizing that this is now a solid base, a foundation on which to build. It's building those good foundations on which to build, because if we don't build a good foundation, anything that we do after this point is going to be a bit precarious and could collapse because the foundation, the preparation wasn't right. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good quality. It wasn't the right amount. It wasn't structured right. We didn't prepare correctly. So whatever we're doing, we've got to make sure before we go much further or any further, to be honest, we've really got to double down on the fact that we need to make sure that this first preparation stage, the foundation on which we're going to build, is good. For any good, this is the Good Fortune Tarot, any good fortune to come that this is setting us up for is reliant on building a good foundation. A good foundation, if we've built a good foundation, it's worth throwing a party, it's worth celebrating, it's worth dancing, it's worth marking that occasion because it's such an important thing. When you build a physical building, one of the most important thing is getting the foundations right. And once you finish the foundation, it's cause for celebration. Yes, it's only the beginning. There's still the rest of the structure to build, but it's a very key part of the building process, and it's one that when it's done, it's almost a sigh of relief, or it brings smiles, it brings joy to the fact that we've got that important part done. Yes, they know they've still got a lot of work to do to build the rest, but the foundation's done, and it's such an important part, if not the most important part, because as good as the structure that you build on it is, if the foundation's poor, it won't hold the structure upon it, and it will collapse. So, what I believe this card is saying to us as we start a new month is what we've done so far is good, it's worthwhile, we've put the energy in, and that's worth celebrating. The second point is that this has been to build a good foundation. What we've done so far is good. What we need to look at is the foundation actually finished, or is there more work to be done on it? And if so, let's pay attention to that before we rush on. Don't rush on to the other things that we've got planned to do. Get the initial bit that's the really important part. Get that done. That sense of completion, as that solid, sturdy, falls a number of stability sometimes numerologically. This is a very difficult word to say, but it's supposed to be like a very sort of like a very, a solid number, a stable, and you want a good, solid, stable foundation. So that's where our attention needs to be. Yes, celebrate any progress you've made, and also make sure that your foundation is right so that you can build upon it and go on to the next steps. But don't rush the foundation stage. Make sure it's good and right. And that's probably the message of the Four of Wands today. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. And one of the reasons, and actually that's good that we're using actually the Angels and Ancestors deck as the oracle, because we are building on what our ancestors have done before us. They paved the way. They built a foundation on which, for us of our generation, to build, and we continue to build. And I mean, in a sense, everybody sort of lays the groundwork for the next generation to build upon. So let's see which. The Direction Guardian. This says choose your path. Choose the direction you want to go. We've been able to. It's like a Two of Wands moment again, isn't it? Choose your path. This could be the Two of Wands as well as the Four of Wands. It's choose your path for completing your foundation, and choose your path about what you do next. It's up to you. You're directing this. You are in charge of the process. This is your journey. It's up to you to make the decisions. You choose your path. And it's up to you to choose how you want the foundation to be in relation to what you want to build, what you want to create. And you'll choose the path in which to do that. That's part of choosing your path, setting your intentions. Could be another way to describe that. It's the direction you're going. So from now, where do we go from here? Where do we go next? Could be the question that we ask ourselves today as we start this new month. And that is the message of the cards today. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow for day 2. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.